Good morning. I was muted for some reason. Sorry I'm late. I sat down to go live and Lady was giving me the stare down. So I knew she had to go potty. Oh my goodness. Always something with these dogs. They are really, really spoiled. Let's see who's in here. Verbal TC. So Lisa in there. Chatterbox. Karen Duffy. Nurse Teacher, Very Merry. How's everyone doing this morning? Did I say verbal? Yeah. Alex B, Kimberly Mack, Denise R, Cement Shoes, Charlene, Jack's mom, Faithful One, Debbie, good morning. Sorry I didn't see you yesterday. I've had to have my car repaired, but I missed you and everybody in the chat. Well, I hope you got your car fixed. That's a pain in the butt, isn't it? I'm trying to clean my glasses off, y'all. I got anxiety this morning for some reason. Gosh, I just need to calm down. Just chillax and talk to y'all. Got the house to myself. The dogs is all situated. Hey, Beth, good morning. It's cold in Colorado today. Hey, it's been cold here too. It really has here in the mountains. I've had my heat on the last 2 mornings. It was cold as a witch's tit, as they say. I had to say that yesterday morning, and I had my heat on. I'm surprised the ground wasn't froze outside. But anyways, it warmed up to like 73. Fall weather. We're having a beautiful fall this year here in the Appalachian Mountains. Last year, it didn't rain a lot, so the leaves just like fell straight off the trees. You know, they didn't turn or anything hardly. This year, it's going to be a beautiful fall. I want to go get some pictures, show you guys. Hey, nurse teacher. Oh my gosh, guys, Skylar's back there in the bedroom starting to howl. I can hear. Oh gosh, let me mute one sec. See what crap baby wants. Sorry about that, guys. She's very dramatic. I hear her coming through here. Witch's tit in a brass bra. Is that how it's said? I usually don't say stuff like that, but it just popped in my head. Colder than a witch's tit in December. Cheryl says it's cold there too. It's been beautiful in Georgia this year as well. I felt robbed last year. I know. I know. That's the first year I've really ever seen it do that. To where the leaves didn't change. They just fell straight off the damn trees. I've got to get Annabelle some hay and stuff. I think it's going to be a really cold winter. We didn't really have much of a winter last year. We got a little bit of snow. Okay, so this morning we're going to talk about, I saw an article put up about Madeleine McCann. It was put up yesterday about that new suspect. Also, we're going to be talking about some real monsters. Joseph Oberhansley. He finally got sentenced to prison. He stabbed his girlfriend in 2014. Maybe it was 2013. He was convicted in 2014, but he just now got sentenced a couple days ago. He got life. But, anyways, he stabbed his ex to death. And then he cut out her heart. It took out her brain and cooked it and ate it. Kid you not, we're going to talk about that. And then also, there's this weirdo monster couple from West Virginia. This woman and her dad killed her boyfriend. And then after they killed him, they got married. She married her father. The world's going crazy. People just get sicker and sicker. But it looks like some of y'all may be right about this new suspect, Christian Bruckner. It's looking like maybe the police, the German police and stuff, are trying to set him up. Because his lawyer says that his phone records prove his innocence. I'll read y'all this article about it. See what y'all think. Let me get some coffee. I am so tired this morning. Oh my gosh, guys. Can I mute just a second and see what Skylar wants? I swear, you get home alone and then the daggone dog starts interrupting. Hold on. My apologies. The queen had to be lifted onto the couch. She won't jump because, like, she's a big titty baby, and she's scared of everything. And sometimes when she tries to jump, she'll slide on the laminated flooring, you know. So most of the time, she just throws half her body up on the couch and starts crying, and I have to go lift her up on it. Thank you guys for being patient. Hey, Mandy Hall. Good morning. If I missed anyone. Sorry, Chris Cox. Good morning. Light Feather. Everyone, good morning. So let's take a look at this article here. I'm going to read it. It says Christian Bruckner's lawyer has now said that his client was not involved in the 2007 disappearance of Madeleine McCann and insisted the 43-year-old suspect's phone records prove his innocence. That's what Friedrich Fulcher stated. He said Christian did not commit this crime, and he has the evidence to prove it. Christian was identified as the prime suspect earlier this year by German authorities in the missing case of the 3-year-old girl who vanished 13 years ago while holidaying with her family in Portugal. It's been reported that the convicted rapist was living near Praia de Luz in Portugal when Madeleine disappeared, but his lawyer has claimed that after checking Christian's mobile records and examining the regions around the flat in Praia de Luz from where the little girl disappeared between 9:10 p.m. and 10 p.m. on May 3rd, 2007, it turned out that he did not commit this crime. If the witness statements are correct, there was a window of 1 minute, 30 seconds in which the child would have been abducted, the lawyer added, as reported by the Mirror. So Christian is currently in jail in northern Germany for drug trafficking, raping an elderly American woman in the Algarve. He raped the 72-year-old woman about a year and a half before Madeleine went missing. He was sentenced to 7 years for the assault and 21 months for drug trafficking. It's been reported that detectives may have hired an inmate to get details from Christian in jail. There was no immediate official confirmation about that, but a source said that the accused was infuriated. The source said, despite the silence of prosecutors, He is convinced that the police have been using all sorts of dirty tricks to try and nail him. He has been boasting there is no way he will fall for it. To him, the whole thing is a game of cat and mouse, and he has remained silent throughout. Okay. Also, it says the Sun reported that German prosecutors so-called planned to plant espionage inside the jail to get Christian to confess. And it's left the Portuguese counterparts concerned. An insider close to the probe said, "The probe into Christian B has hit a brick wall. If they are resorting to sending people into the prison to try to get him to confess, then it is a bit of a worrying sign." The Portuguese have long said that Christian B isn't linked to Maddie's disappearance, but the Germans remain convinced he is, and they seem determined to prove it. Yeah, why are they so determined to like prove it? It is a little bit too convenient, isn't it? Let's see, what else does it say? Alexander Stevens, an expert on German criminal law, said that there were low chances to get proof against Christian. The only remaining possibility to convict Christian B would be to obtain information about fellow prisoners. The prosecutor had apparently wanted to get the accused to confess, Stevens said. But reports have stated that even if Christian confesses his crime before any other prisoner, it would not be very helpful and could create issues for the public prosecution's office. Because of paragraph 136A of the German Code of Criminal Procedure has stated that a statement from an accused must not be extracted by the investigating authorities through any kind of trickery. So even if he did confess to another prisoner, basically it wouldn't do no good because of their law. Let's see what else. That's all it's saying. Yeah, they are pretty determined, dependent on this guy, it looks like to me. I mean, I thought he might have been a good suspect because, he's a convicted pedophile. He lived in the area around the same time. And they kept saying that they had these phone records, mobile data records, that put him at the resort when she disappeared. I'd like to see that proof, wouldn't you guys? I'd like to see those phone records. Now, his lawyer's saying that the phone records actually prove his innocence. So who knows? I still can't get past that people holidaying and would leave their kids unattended in a hotel room to go dine. I try not to be too judgmental, but I can't get past that, guys. That is so freaking weird. I thought when families went on vacation together, they dined together, had breakfast together. It's what it's all about. I mean, maybe some people do it differently. Let me look at the chat here. I need to put my desk light over here so I can actually see what's going on here. Okay. It looks like you guys may be right. I know a lot of y'all's like, they're just trying to pin it on this guy, scapegoat. Mandy knows a lot about this case. Makes me want to go to their house and ask them myself. Yeah, that mother, she does got a strange personality. What's her name? Kate? Madeline's mother? Yeah, she does got a strange personality. They said she refused to answer questions. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And, maybe it's because they were trying to insinuate like she had done something to Madeline. That's a possibility. So she was afraid to talk. She's in a strange country, different laws. I mean, that would be scary. I wouldn't leave my dog there. Hey, if I went on vacation, no way would I leave one of my dogs or any of my dogs in a hotel room unattended. No way. Not even my dogs. Of course, not my son, but I'm just saying I wouldn't even leave my dogs unattended, let alone a kid. That just never made no sense to me. I've been trying out Netflix free for a month, and I saw they got a documentary about this case, and I think I'll listen to that today while I'm cleaning around the house and stuff. Because this is an interesting case. I know a lot of people think the parents are involved. I know, very Mary. In a strange country, you leave your kids unattended in your flat, whatever you want to call it, whatever they call it there. I call it hotel room. It never made no sense. I've heard rumors, people saying, where she was a doctor, that she gave Madeline something to make her sleep. I've heard rumors, people say that she gave her something to sleep, may have got up and somehow got on the couch or something, falling off the couch, hit her head, and then they panicked, got rid of her. And all of them made a pact not to never say anything. That's a rumor. I don't really know what to think about this case. I've always wondered why she was the only one taken, but no other child was. Hey, Erica, welcome. Erica Sandwell. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. I've thought that too. And I thought, well, maybe ever who done it, that was, I don't know, just the one he looked at and liked the best. Freaking weirdos. I hate even saying that. You know what I mean? Freaking monsters. Hey, regardless if he's responsible for Madeline's disappearance, he's still a sicko, weirdo. He never needs to see the light of day again. When I say that, I mean he never needs to get out of prison. But he will. He will after his time's up. He only got, 7 years for raping that 72-year-old lady? 21 months for his drug trafficking? Unless they got some more charges coming. After he does his time, he will get out. I mean, he has molested kids. Took pictures of it. He molested his girlfriend's, what was it? Was it a little girl? Yeah, daughter. Took pictures of it. Videos. They found it. Allegedly found it. Complete weirdo, sicko monsters. People like that can't be rehabilitated. If he gets out, he will rape someone else. Rape another child, another woman. Now, when he raped that 72-year-old woman, he filmed it. He also allegedly filmed another woman he raped, a younger woman. She was tied up, begging from not to hurt her, I reckon. That's what I read. I don't know if it's true. Hey, Elaine. Not seen you in a while. Yeah, the Catholic Portuguese priest would not answer questions. He said he only answers to God. Yeah, they're not supposed to repeat what people confess to them, right? I don't know a lot about the Catholics. The McCanns and staying very quiet when we're blaming this German guy. Yeah. Someone said that she wrote a book, and some of the stuff that she said in there was just like shocking. Something about a dream or something. I think Mandy was the one telling me about that. There's like a little passage in it that she wrote about some kind of dream she had and something about Madeline and blood. Like, who would write that? Like something like she'd been sexually assaulted or something. I don't know. That family's just weird, y'all. I definitely think that Madeline died that night. I really do. Kate's book is nasty, saying her daughter's genitals were torn apart. That's what it was, Mandy. I couldn't remember. Yeah, why would you why would you write that in a book that you dreamed your daughter's genitals were torn apart? I can't even hardly say that. Oh, that's weird. Hey, Alex, good morning, and hope the girls are well this morning. Well, anyways, that's our little update about Madeline. If you want to call it an update, I don't know what you would call it. To be honest, I call it update. It's probably really not. Let's see. What's the next thing we're going to talk about? Oh, yeah, that one monster. The 80s girlfriend's brain and heart. Can you believe that people really do stuff like this? I mean, sometimes I read this stuff and I'm like, am I in a dream? Am I dreaming this? Is this, is this for real? It just blows my mind. I'll share. At Baptist Health, we want you to know the fact. It's playing a video. I hear Chloe in there squeaking around. I don't know what she's doing. She's trying to get more bologna out of me, I believe, because that's what I have to. I put her medicine in, a little piece of bologna. And I believe that's what she's in there squeaking about. It's the way she acts when she wants more. Okay. So yeah, here's this cannibal killer.
You were there.
Maybe
when
she's
Tammy's
dreaming.
Family members broke their silence.
Cannibal killer stabs ex-girlfriend before cooking and eating her brain.
Yeah,
and
that's
her heart.
right, Doug. We heard from Tammy Blanton's mother and her
Happened in
sister-in-law. They
Indiana.
both addressed Joseph Oberhansley in court
He
with strong
was convicted of
messages
killing
saying
his
things like,
ex-girlfriend
"He
in
is lucky to be alive
2014.
and
He was
deserves to
sentenced
spend
Tuesday
every
to
day
life in prison
thinking
without
about
the
what he did to their
possibility
loved
of
one." When
parole.
Tammy's mom spoke, you
His
felt her
name is
anger and her
Joseph
pent-up pain
Oberhansley.
that has built up over the last 6
He was
years.
convicted of murder
Oberhansley
and
kept
burglary
expressing
in the
his
death
innocence in
of Tammy
court. At one
Jo
point,
Blanton.
he even
She
interrupted
was
Tammy's
46
mother
years
during
old.
her testimony, but
Blanton's
Tammy's mom looked
mutilated
him in
body
the
was
eye and
found
told him,
under a
quote,
tarp
"You know
in
you
the
did this."
bathroom
Both
of her
family
Clark
members told
County
him
home.
he deserves to, quote, rot in hell.
Freaking
He was found
monster.
guilty of murder and burglary last month, but not guilty of
WHAS
rape. His
reported that
trial lasted
Oberhansley
5 days.
previously
Oberhansley's
confessed to
attorney, Bart
kicking
Spateau,
in
says
Blanton's
he
back
doesn't
door,
believe justice was
forcing
served,
his way
arguing
into
that
the
this
bathroom
should have been
where
treated as a
Blanton was
mental health
hiding
matter and
after
not a
fatally
criminal case.
stabbing
But Clark County
Blanton.
prosecutor Jeremy Mull,
Oberhansley
who's
said
been
he
fighting
cooked
for the
and ate
family in
parts
this
of
case
her
for
brain
6
and
years,
heart.
says today is the
Jesus
beginning
mercy.
of healing.
I was happy that they had an opportunity to finally be
Oberhansley
heard.
admitted to killing
What
Blanton
so often
and
happens in
cooking and
criminal
eating
cases
parts
is that
of
the
her
people that
brain
are
and
hurt the
heart.
most,
He told
the
detectives
family
he kicked
members,
in the back door
have
of the
such a
home
little
and the
voice
bathroom
that the
door to
proceeding
get to
becomes
her.
all about the defendant.
Jesus.
And the
Something like
people
out of
that
a
really
horror
did
movie.
wrong
Oh my God.
are relegated to the secondary
Oberhansley's
portion.
attorney
I'm not
previously
even allowed
argued
to
that
show
their
a
client's
picture of
confession
a
was
victim to a
coerced.
jury during a murder case,
Oberhansley later
as
claimed
it is said that
2
that might
black men
prejudice the
stabbed
jury.
Blanton,
The appropriate
knocked him
thing would have
unconscious
been to
during a
allow mental health
break-in.
authorities get him whatever treatment is necessary, and if he needed to be
Remember
held in a
that.
mental health facility, then so be it.
Oberhansley was twice
Oberhansley also
found
said he
unfit
plans
to
to
stand
appeal the
trial
judge's
and
decision.
underwent
Tammy's
mental health
family left the
treatment to
courtroom
restore his
emotional yet
competency.
relieved, knowing that the man who was
Prosecutors
convicted of
withdrew the death
murdering Tammy
penalty
will spend the
after
rest of his life
Oberhansley's legal
behind
team
bars.
petitioned
We're
to
now
have
reporting
his
live in Clark
insanity
County.
defense
Snagger Rodriguez, WHES
withdrawn.
11 News.
The prosecution and defense agreed that Oberhansley's mental health information would not be presented during the trial. However, mental health experts were allowed to testify during
At
the
Baptist
sentencing
Health,
phase
we
that
want you to know the
Oberhansley
facts.
showed
Visit
signs of having
BaptistHealthDocs.com to view a
schizophrenia.
video of Dr. Rajana
Well,
Ramaswamy
he's
on
either got
understanding
schizophrenia
sleep
or he freaking
apnea.
don't.
Baptist
It's
Health
one way or
Floyd.
the
Be a
other.
healthier you.
For Louisville, we know that the only things swimming in the Ohio River with teeth are Asian carp and some other smaller
WHAS
fish.
reported
We leave the
Oberhansley
worries
has
about
twice stood
sharks to our
trial for
neighbors who
Blanton's
live in the
murder. A
coastal
mistrial
cities.
was ruled
But it
in
wasn't
2019
always that
after a
way.
witness
Today,
testimony
as we found
included
out from the
details the
folks at Mammoth
defense
Cave National
and
Park, an hour and a half
prosecution
south of Louisville,
agreed to
where
omit,
we are all living on
as
dry
it
land
may
at the moment, was
unjustly
once
sway
a
the
haven
jury.
for sharks.
Unjustly sway. I mean, it's
Miles
pretty cut and dry.
underground, deep into uncharted
Freaking killed
areas
her
of
and
Kentucky's Mammoth Cave
cut out her
National
heart,
Park. You
took
are
out her
watching
brain. How in the world
paleontologists
did he
and
get her
cave
brain?
specialists at work.
I hate to
How
ask
remote
this,
are we talking?
but
crawl
how in the
on
world did he
hands
get
and
her brain
knees
out?
for half a
I mean,
mile.
gosh,
Then
your
you can
skull
stand up
is
when you
really,
get to
really
the
hard.
fossil.
Delicately collecting fossils that are opening up a major discovery about Earth. so far down, the journey doesn't stop there. Like the trip they
Is
took
it still
this
playing in the
Saturday.
background?
Hike 2 miles down
It
off
shouldn't
of
have
Tour
been.
Trail
Let me mute
carrying
it.
wetsuits and inflatable boats, and we go
Let me
half a
see.
mile on an underground river
I don't know what it
to
would have
an
been.
area where
It
we'll
started to
find
play on me. I
some
hate
of the
that.
shark
You
remains.
click on them
You heard right.
articles,
Shark
and it
remains.
just starts playing
Yep,
the damn
some of the most
video.
mysterious and frightening
Anyways, this guy
creatures
is a
in the
freaking
oceans where you
monster.
swim today were swimming all over Kentucky
I mean,
350
you've got to
million
have
years ago.
There was no cave here. It was just a
something
big
bad
open
wrong
green
with you
ocean
to do
floor,
something like
lots
that.
of water over your head. Over
I
time,
mean,
that filled up, and then
why in the
it became
world
dry land.
would
The
he take
remarkable
out
fact
her
that
heart and
sharks live
brain
in
and
our
cook it and eat
backyards
it?
all started by chance at Mammoth Cave.
Back in the 90s,
I think I read
guides
about this
had
case, and it
noticed
seems like
sharks' teeth and fossils.
And has now turned into a
he
major
wanted a part
historic
of
finding.
her
No
with
one
him
in
or
over
something
100
like
years
that. I
ever found
read.
any shark fossils
It's
on
still
this lake
playing?
until
Okay.
now.
I don't know what it is. Let me take it out. I don't know what it is playing. Oh my gosh. Probably messed up my stream. Oh, it must have been some kind of video playing that was in with that article. Is it still doing that? Okay. Freaking mess up my stream. That pisses me off. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find my true crime here. Damn, I hate that was playing. That sucks. But there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. So our next thing we're going to talk about is that weirdo couple from West Virginia. First, I just seen something about Scott Peterson. That's why I got quiet. Top court ordered to re-examine Scott Peterson's murder convictions after overturned death penalty. Oh no, guys. Okay, let me do this next topic, and then we're going to look at that Scott Peterson article. If his conviction gets thrown out, that's going to be bad. It's going to be bad on Lacey's family. I don't think it will, though. I don't think he'll ever get out of prison. I'm torn with that case sometimes. A bigger part of me thinks he's guilty, but I'm a what-if person. Okay, what I do is my stinking weirdos article. Oh, right here it is. It didn't have a picture, so I couldn't find it. Okay. I can't believe these two weirdos right here. Wait till I tell y'all this story. Darling Nikki sent me an article about it, and then I seen Nurse Teacher posted a video on the True Crimes update in Discord this morning, so I was like, maybe I'm going to make that one of my topics. Oh, is Will in here? Good morning, Will. Yeah, those darn pop-ups, Jackie. Drive me crazy. I hate when my audio gets messed up. It freaking triggers me, y'all. Okay. A West Virginia woman who last year participated in the murder of her boyfriend alongside her biological father, who she then married, has been sentenced to 40 years in prison after pleading guilty to that crime. The sentencing came down last Thursday after a judge doled out a punishment to 31-year-old Amanda Michelle McClure for her role in the February 2019 murder of John Thomas McGuire. It was reported that McClure and McGuire had been dating in Minnesota prior to his death. Okay. McGuire's dismembered body was found in a shallow grave in Sky Gusty, West Virginia on September 24th, 2019. So her father, whose name is what's his name? Larry McClure Sr. were estranged as she was raised by parents who adopted her. The two ended up in an incestuous, I can't say that word, relationship, which culminated in a marriage that took place about a month after they killed McGuire together. In a hearing that took place last week, McClure said that McGuire was murdered because her dad didn't want anyone else near me. McGuire's death took place shortly after he had revealed to Larry that he loved Amanda and subsequently wanted to get married. It was reported that after that confession was made, Larry paired with Amanda's sister, Anna, and drove to pick up both Amanda and McGuire in Indiana. The group made their way to Skygusty, where they lived together for a week and a half. On Valentine's Day of 2019, Larry reportedly hit McGuire in the head with a bottle of wine. The victim was then tied up, had liquid methamphetamine injected into him, and was strangled with a garbage bag. In previous testimony, Larry admitted McGuire was tortured for 2 days prior to his death. McGuire was buried, but less than a week later, he was exhumed for the purpose of being dismembered. He was then buried again. Jesus mercy. In addition to the sentences handed down to Amanda and Larry, Anna is also facing first-degree murder charges due to her alleged participation in the chain of the events. It says she is currently awaiting trial. Let's see, let me screen share their pictures here. So he killed this man. They killed him so he could marry his daughter. It's freaking sick. It blows my mind. And they buried him, then dug him up and dismembered him. You got to be a sicko to do something like that. And I'm not trying to be crude or anything, but, body decompose. They start smelling. Ugh, I don't know who could do something like that. And marry your own daughter. These two are sickos. How could you be in love with your own daughter or your own father? They said, she was adopted. She didn't, grow up around him. That doesn't matter. He's still her biological father. It doesn't matter if they were close or not. It's still sick. Why didn't she just break up with him? If, the weirdo wanted to be with her father, why didn't she just break up with him? Why didn't they just run him off? Be like, hey, you can't live here anymore. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Hey, Carolina girl. I hate those pop-up ads, don't you? I hate the articles that as soon as you click on it, it starts playing a video. She looks like she's in shock or something. Well, they had access to meth. They must have cooked some meth up and shot this guy up. Probably trying to bust his heart. They're probably methamphetamine users too. That picture's a little blurry, but her eyes do kind of look big. Her pupils. These people's crimes, they just get worse and worse. Each day you hear of more heinous crimes. Each one worse than the last. She may be in shock. They are methods. It's big where they are. Yeah, it's big around here too. People learn how to make that shake and bake, and pretty cheap to buy the ingredients. So it's like big around here. It's taking over. Ruining our beautiful little small mountain community. For real. All the doctors got shut down around here. For prescribing all these pain pills people didn't need. So, what did these people do? They can't get pain pills. They started doing meth because it was easy to make. I think that freaking weirdo monster Hitler is the one who invented meth, his scientist. I'm pretty sure. That's what they used to give to the German soldiers. I watched a documentary about it, so I know that. Hitler was actually, he injected himself with it too, or his doctor did. That's the sad truth. They say, yeah, it is. What is shake and bake? It is methamphetamine that's made like in a Gatorade bottle, and they shake it. I don't exactly know the process. It's called the devil's drug. It sure is. Back when I was active in addiction, I never did like nothing that kept me up like that myself. Meth is like in a whole different category than being like on opiates or something, I'm telling you. It makes people crazy. And anyone that's got a mental illness that does that, oh my gosh, it like intensifies it. I mean, it can make them go completely freaking psycho. No joke. And then, the lack of sleep, because it keeps people up, that'll make them hallucinate too. Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all check out 411 Now's channel. Anyone that's not subscribed. Well, good, Angel. Glad you never did drugs. Telling you. It'll just... Now, drugs will get you two places. It'll get you in the grave, or it'll get you in jail. It's the only two options it gives you. If you're, active in addiction. Chloe, what is it, sweetheart? I can't even see her. I hope she's not there in my rocking chair here. Thank you again, Will. I appreciate that. Unfortunately, my two brothers are on that drug right now. And it's really sad. It's destroyed their lives. It about drove my mom and granny crazy. I hope anyone that's out selling that stuff, I hope they get busted. It's just totally ruined this community. And you know what's so sad about it? They're not bad guys. They're not bad guys at all. They got good hearts like me. But that drug's just totally destroyed their lives. It's so sad. And my poor granny, she thinks it's, the people's fault that my brothers get it from. She don't understand it's their choice. Yes, those people should be locked up. I agree. But, God gives us free will. And they choose to do that. She doesn't understand, though. She's 80 years old. She doesn't understand. Anyhow. I could see why people commit these crazy, horrific murders on it. The way it does people's brains. I've witnessed my brother have a few episodes before. That's all I'll say about it. But it's sad. Anyways, these two monsters up in West Virginia, they're going to be cuffed and stuff for the rest of their life. Right where they need to be. I'm just wondering if she had any kids or anything. I hope not. It would have to be hard on some of these kids. Their parents commit these heinous crimes. And It's all over the news. Everybody in the world knows it. Can you imagine? It's got to be rough on kids. Cece, my son's best friend, died Tuesday. Drink and drugs, 30 years old. Talented artist. It's so sad. If my son does not pull himself together, he will be next. This guy last year, well, it's probably been close to 2 years ago, I guess. Mark's friend's mom and sister was out traveling, and this guy was drunk and on pills, was on the wrong side of the 4-lane and hit him head on and killed him. Yeah. Can you imagine someone out on that meth, all jacked up, hallucinating, driving? Oh, happens though. We've had several accidents like that. We had a girl that turned on a road check one time. Why they were road checking in the middle of the 4-lane, I have no idea. They don't seem too safe to me. She turned on a road check because she had suspended license and was on probation, and she hit a family that was here visiting their family. She hit them head on because she was on the wrong side of the 4-lane. I'm running from the police, and she killed that entire family. She sure did. The mom, dad, the kids. Freaking on drugs. She was high that day, too. I think she had like pain pills on her and Xanaxes. When me and Mark were going to the dentist the other day, he pointed out, he's like, oh, right here's where that accident happened. I was like, oh my God. Of course, that made me a nervous wreck. I'm nervous in a vehicle anyways. Mark drives too fast to suit me. I like to go the speed limit because I get nervous. Really. It's a dangerous road we travel on to go to the dentist. It's been a lot of bad accidents there. Yes, verbal. And it was right at Christmas. It was right at Christmas, guys, when that family got killed. Let's see. It's before I started my YouTube channel. I know that several years ago. Oh, Carolina girl, thanks for always providing my mid-morning entertainment, CC. You have a channel full of really nice people. Oh, thank you, Carolina girl. You're awesome. You've been on my channel for a long time. Well, sometimes when I got anxiety like this morning, I get kind of bum-fuzzled and can't get my thoughts together. But I appreciate y'all having patience with me. Tomorrow is going to be a better stream because I'm not going to be doing topics. We're not going to be doing the true crime news. We're going to be doing Facebook murders that happened not too far from me, just over in Tennessee. Well, it's a pretty good ways for me, but it's just right over in Tennessee, you know. It's very interesting. I don't want to give anything away. But it happened. If you want to look it up, you can just look at Facebook murders, Mountain City, Tennessee. Read up on it. So let me provide a link here. If anybody wants to watch this documentary, you can. Then we can have a good discussion tomorrow because this has a lot of twists and turns in it. All I'm going to say is this girl met this couple. She got a crush on the guy, even though he was with the girl that was pregnant. Anyways, they become friends on Facebook, but she becomes like all in love with this guy, and his woman's uncomfortable with it, so they unfriend her. And she starts doing all kinds of crazy stuff, acting like people stalking her on Facebook. Really, she's trolling herself. Act like she's getting death threats. Oh my God, it's a crazy story. I'm giving too much away. Let me just look up. Her name is the lady that concocted to kill this couple. Her name is Janelle Potter. I'm going to get the link. I'm going to share the link right now. This is a good documentary. It was just on the ID channel the other day, which was so weird because I had saw it on, I think it's called Killer Confession, something like that on Oxygen, just like a couple days before that. And I was like, I need to do a stream about that. What, starts out as a social media feud, ends in murder. It ends with that couple being shot. When the woman's shot, she's holding her son, her baby son, in her arms. Thank God they didn't kill the baby. This was a big deal around here in East Tennessee, all over Tennessee. Okay. Yeah, there's the link to that documentary. It's really good. I mean, people are freaking nuts. Really, this all started because they unfriended her because she was obsessed with this guy named Billy. And Billy's girlfriend's name, fiance, her name is Billy too, but Billie Jean. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be good because I'm going to be prepared. I've been researching this for, I don't know, a week or so, which I already knew about this case, but, you always need to refresh your memory. And also, not this Friday, but next Friday, we're going to be doing Suzanne Smith because October the 25th is the anniversary of when she drowned her kids, but that's on a Sunday. So I figured that Friday we would do it for the anniversary. I hate Suzanne Smith, but it's going to be a good stream. No, it's tomorrow morning, Carolina girl. It's tomorrow morning. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Y'all check out that documentary. It's pretty good. This girl starts catfishing her own parents. She's telling her parents she's been threatened on social media by Billie Jean and Billy, right? Really, it's her trolling herself making those threats. She starts catfishing her parents, acting like she's a CIA agent. Her parents fall for it. The agent, which is really Janelle, is telling them in emails, we've got to get rid of Billie Jean and Billy. They pose a threat to Janelle. Yes. And her parents fall for it. They're involved in this couple's murders. Her dad, her mom, and her boyfriend. It's going to be good. It's sad, but it's an interesting case. Y'all know what I mean. Also, guys, we're still on for our Halloween party. But you know what? I'm thinking about doing it on my backup channel so we can play music. I like the Halloween music, the old Halloween music. Yeah, Susan Smith's going to be a good one. I've done Susan Smith before. I've researched her a lot. I hate that freaking monster. I cannot stand the sight of that thing. An evil bitch. Susan flat out killed her kids because that man didn't want her. He didn't want anyone with kids. That's why she killed her kids. That thing. I wanted to say something else verbal. That psycho piece of crap, Susan Smith. She says, I'm not the monster people make me out to be. Yeah, you are, lady. You drowned your kids. It took 18 minutes for that car to sink. They did a reenactment. Same car, same color. They did exactly the way she did. 18 minutes. Imagine how scared they was, especially when the water started coming up in it. Getting real. Oh, my God. That evil bitch. She should have got the death penalty. Is what she should have got. She's been in all kinds of trouble since she's been in prison. She's slept with guards, got STDs, done drugs, got caught with drugs. She's sick. She's a sick bitch, like Feather. That's for sure. Yeah, it's horrible. And then after she rolled the car into the lake, she didn't stay there and watch it. She ran to, if I'm not mistaken, she didn't stay there. at all and watch it sink. She ran straight to the nearest house and told them that she had been hijacked by a black guy and that he had let her go but took the kids. Female Chris Watts. Yeah. Also, Susan Smith carried on a love affair with her stepfather that started when she was like 16 and went on even after she was out of the house. Well, guys, I guess I'm going to get on. Oh, no. We can't get off here. No. We got to look at Scott Peterson. Oh, my God, I about forgot. See what it's saying about this. What if they throw out his murder conviction? I don't think they will, though. See how things just slipped my mind? Let's see. The California Supreme Court has been ordered to re-examine Scott Peterson's murder convictions. The order comes 2 months on the heels of his death penalty being overturned in connection with the death of his wife Lacey and unborn son Connor. Fox News reports that during Peterson's 2004 trial, one of the jurors, Rochelle Nice, committed prejudice. I can't say that. I can usually say this. Prejudicial misconduct, something like that. When she failed to disclose that she obtained a restraining order against her boyfriend's former girlfriend in 2000 for harassment. The juror was pregnant at the time of the restraining order, but denied any involvement in any crime-related incidents when asked during jury screening. I think it's prejudicial or something like that. Misconduct. When all jurors were asked if they were victims of a crime or involved in a lawsuit, Nice answered no to both questions. She was initially an alternate juror, but she was given a seat when another juror was discharged. She later wrote a book about her experience. I think she had her mind made up he was guilty before the trial even started, in my opinion. I remember who they're talking about now. Anyways, I hope they don't throw out his conviction. According to court documents, the following circumstantial evidence was strong enough to lead to Peterson's conviction. Trained dogs picked up Lacey's scent at Berkeley Marina, where Peterson claimed he went fishing with Lacey. When Lacey vanished, her remains were found close to the same area. Peterson visited the crime scene repeatedly. The tarp Peterson used on his fishing trip was covered in gasoline in his shed. Gasoline is known to destroy DNA. Another tarp was found buried in fertilizer, also known to destroy DNA, according to Dr. Henry Lee, who testified at Peterson's trial. I like Dr. Lee. He's a smart man. Peterson told detectives he stopped fishing because it began to rain, although there was no precipitation at the Berkeley Marina on the day in question. Peterson claimed Lacey was watching a cooking segment on television when he left their home on December 24th, but the show he referenced aired on December 23rd. Lacey wore a diamond necklace, sapphire ring, and band each and every time she left her home. On the day she disappeared, the jewelry was left in her bedroom. After Lacey and Connor's remains were found, authorities caught Peterson close to the Mexico border with his hair and beard dyed blonde, which looked, oh my gosh, it was hideous. An identification that didn't belong to him, several credit cards, clothes, knives, 4 cell phones, a rope, camping supplies, and around $15,000 in cash. Some pretty good evidence, circumstantial evidence right there. Let's see what else it says. It says, oh yeah, the affair with Amber Fry, according to prosecutors, was one of the most damning pieces of evidence against Scott Peterson. Prosecutors argued that the affair alone didn't automatically mean murder, but the information Peterson told Fry that made him appear culpable. Yeah, because he told her that his wife died of cancer. Like, who does that? Like, usually when a man's cheating or a woman, they always say they're separated or they're divorced. They don't say, oh, my wife's dead. Anyone that has an affair is a piece of crap anyways. But I'm just saying, normal people that just, have affairs just lie and say, like, most of them, they're getting a divorce or they're divorced, separated. No, he said his wife died. So freaking weird. And didn't he try, like, to meet up with her and give her some jewelry or something? It was Lacey's. Before they arrested him. He's aged a lot being in prison. I know that. I don't think he looks the same. He's like real skinny now. His face used to be fuller, I thought. Here's another thing. At his wife's vigil, he was on the phone with his mistress pretending to be in Paris at the Eiffel Tower. New Year's celebration or something. Christmas Eve celebration, New Year's, something like that. Wow, he's at his missing pregnant wife's vigil. That's freaking cold-hearted. Is that the acts of an innocent man? No. Have a good day, Will. I'm going to run too here in just a second. It's good to see you. I've been missing you in the chat. I know you're busy. Peterson looks like a shriveled orange tart. I see his shoes. Oh, my goodness. Your comments always crack me up. It's possible because of this juror, they could throw out his conviction. But I don't know, guys. I just don't. I mean, even if they do, they'll probably convict him again. I just don't see him ever walking out of prison. Ever, ever. He's probably responsible. Lacey's mom will cash his check if they're stupid enough to let him out. Yeah, she may take him out if they ever let him out. I mean, he destroyed so many lives. I can't believe that he would cheat on Lacey with Amber Fry. Oh my God. Like, she was not attractive. Still not attractive. Lacey's beautiful. She's one of those people who didn't have to wear makeup, Naturally pretty. Her hair. I love the color of her hair and stuff. She's naturally pretty. Tell she was a kind-hearted person, you could tell. You see it in her smile, in her pictures. I think her mom kept her dog. It died a few years ago. Well, several years ago, I guess. What was the name of her dog? Mackenzie. Have you ever, if you get a chance, channeling Eric's channel did a video on Lacey Peterson, like with a medium. It's a good reading. Y'all should check that out. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here and see what Chloe's grunting about. She's been grunting for a few minutes, so she's wanting me to do something for her, so I better get off here and see what she wants. But y'all have a great day. Be safe, be kind, and peace. And thanks for your support. I'll see y'all in the morning, same time, same place.